Ladies and gentlemen, it's officially go time. The first open practice is in the books. And yes, the media was finally allowed to release some clips. That means one thing. We've got real footage, real battles, and real storylines unfolding in front of our eyes. And today, we're breaking it all down. Every highlight, every standout, and every moment that's setting the tone for what's to come. Now let's jump straight into it. This practice wasn't just your typical warm-up session. It was electric. You could feel the intensity from the jump. Right in the heart of it all, Micah Parsons. The man showed up locked in, focused, and clearly with a contract extension looming in the background. Brian Schottenheimer made it clear. Something's coming. That kind of presence, it matters. Defensive coordinator Mike Zimmer was out there too, overseeing the action. It's not just a new title, it's a new tone for this defense. And early signs say it's going to be aggressive, fast, and dangerous. One rep stood out big time. Dante Fowler Jr. lining up across from Sam Williams. Now Williams is coming off an injury, but you wouldn't know it from the way he exploded off the line. These two were going at it. A true iron sharpens iron moment. And yes, Micah was right in the mix. You can see why there's so much excitement surrounding this edge unit. Let's break down this edge rush group for a second, because it might be one of the most slept-on position groups in the league. You've got Fowler, who had a strong campaign last season in Washington. Parsons, who continues to redefine what an edge rusher can be. Add in second-round rookie Marshawn Nealon, who's already flashing potential. Then there's Peyton Turner, a former first-rounder with something to prove. And of course, Sam Williams, a second-rounder with rare athletic traits and a ceiling that keeps rising. This group is deep, it's talented, and most importantly, it's built to attack. If this practice is any indication, quarterbacks better start sleeping with one eye open. Because this Cowboys pass rush, it's coming. And it's coming fast. We also got our first real look at the wide receivers, and let's just say, the hype is starting to feel very real. George Pickens is different. His route running is sharper than most fans give him credit for. He's not just a deep ball guy or a physical presence. He's showing precision, polish, and control. And now, he's lining up opposite CeeDee Lamb in Dallas. Think about that for a second. This offense just became a nightmare for defensive coordinators. Last year, defenses could cheat. They'd double CeeDee, bracket him, roll a safety over the top. That luxury is gone now, because the second you try to take away Lamb, Pickens is left one-on-one. And when that happens, it's not a 50-50 ball. It's more like 70-30 in Pickens' favor. Good luck trying to stop that for 4 quarters. And if you try to go with 2 deep safeties to contain the passing game, that opens the door wide open for the run game. Now you're playing with a lighter box, and that's exactly what this offensive backfield wants. Miles Sanders, Jaden Blue, and Javonte Williams are going to feast. Combine that with the deep threat speed of Kevontae Turpin and the emerging chemistry between Dak Prescott and Jalen Tolbert, and this offense suddenly has layers, mismatches, and explosion at every level. Let's not forget about Jake Ferguson either. He continues to own the middle of the field and could be the X factor that pulls it all together. Speaking of running backs, Miles Sanders made his presence felt in the red zone today. He caught a touchdown from Dak Prescott, and the celebration said it all. The connection is already forming. Sanders looks comfortable, confident, and very much like he's going to be a core part of this offense from the jump. And then there's Joe Milton. Let's talk about him. Because quietly, he's turning heads. According to media reports from camp, Milton had another strong outing. The highlight? A rocket of a throw while rolling left, right on the money to Ryan Flournoy for a touchdown. And here's the thing. This kid's arm strength, it's unreal. There are throws he's making that just aren't supposed to happen. Not at this stage. Not in this league. But he's doing them anyway. Milton isn't here to take Dak Prescott's job. Not now, not yet. But what he brings is upside. Real, raw, untapped potential that Dallas now has in its quarterback room for the next few years. That matters. Whether it's for development, depth, or the unexpected, having a weapon like Joe Milton on the bench gives this team a whole new dimension of hope for the future. There's a real fire under Dak Prescott this season, and it might be exactly what this team needs. With Joe Milton breathing down his neck, Prescott can't coast. The presence of a young, incredibly talented quarterback behind him is pushing him to operate at his absolute peak. And make no mistake, Dak still has what it takes, but the pressure is real. He has to raise his level, stay sharp, and lead like never before because the margin for error just got thinner. Milton isn't just a developmental project. He's showing real flashes of potential. That kind of competition, it brings out the best in everyone. And right now, Prescott knows there's no room to relax. Every rep matters. Every practice counts. Back to the field. Today's practice brought even more moments worth talking about. Joe Milton had one overthrow early, sure, but he bounced back with authority. 2 touchdowns, one to Ryan Flournoy and another to Jonathan Mingo. That connection with Mingo could become something special, and after investing significant draft capital to bring Mingo in, the expectations are clear. He's being counted on to make an impact, and early signs say he's rising to the challenge. Defensively, there's a lot to like right now. Juanya Thomas is proving himself to be one of the most versatile weapons on the back end. Whether lining up in the slot or sliding back into a safety role, he's earning more and more trust with each rep. The coaching staff clearly sees him as a Swiss Army knife, and players like that are invaluable in today's game. Meanwhile, the secondary continues to reshape itself with both patience and power. Trayvon Diggs and Wanye Reville are both easing their way back from injury, but there's no panic. The depth is holding strong. Khair Elam, in particular, has looked fantastic through the early part of camp. The former first-rounder is playing with confidence and showing the kind of physicality that made him a top prospect. And let's not forget about Darren Bland, a playmaker through and through. Add in Kalen Carson, who's been quietly stacking good days, and this secondary might be deeper than expected. All signs point to one thing. This Cowboys roster is growing, evolving, and preparing for something bigger. From the fierce battles at quarterback to the stacked edge group, from the explosiveness at wide receiver to the revamped defensive backfield, this team is building something special. There's a new level of energy in the building, a sense of urgency, and maybe, just maybe, the foundation is being laid for a season that won't be forgotten. One of the biggest revelations so far in camp, Juanya Thomas. This guy is answering a massive call for Dallas right now. With injuries and shifting roles in the secondary, Thomas is stepping up, showing off the range, toughness, and intelligence that teams dream of in a versatile defensive back. He's plugging into multiple roles and doing it with confidence. That's not just talent, that's maturity. On offense, Jake Ferguson looks like a man on a mission. He's clearly faster, sharper in his breaks, and smoother in his routes. You can tell the offseason work paid off. He's not just showing up, he's showing out. This tight end group may quietly become a huge strength if Ferguson keeps trending like this. Ryan Flournoy continues to shine with the second unit. He's got legit straight line speed and has been turning heads consistently. According to insiders on the ground, his explosiveness is real, and the coaching staff is taking notice. And then there's Kevontae Turpin. There's no other way to say it. The man is electric. Every time he touches the ball, something special feels possible. Whether he's in motion, working underneath, or breaking off a quick out route, Turpin is moving at a different speed than everyone else. He's slippery, quick, and deadly in space. This team needs to get him the ball. Early. Often. Anywhere on the field. Even with stars like George Pickens and CeeDee Lamb. Running crisp, polished routes. It's Turpin's quick-twitch ability that steals the show. There's something wild about his change of direction. The way he breaks at the top of his route. It's just different. Beyond individual standouts, the energy across this team is off the charts. This is a fast team. They're flying to the ball, hustling from point A to point B, and you can feel the urgency in every drill. Credit goes to Brian Schottenheimer. He's keeping this unit locked in and focused. The tempo is crisp, the structure is tight, and the chemistry, it's building, day by day. This Cowboys roster isn't just working, they're evolving. There's progress happening across the board, on both sides of the ball. You can see it in the way they move, communicate, and execute. Training camp is right around the corner. The real grind begins soon. But right now, this team is laying the groundwork for something bigger, something special.